Hey, what's up, man? Appreciate the gift. Tristan, what's good, man? How we doing? How's everybody doing this morning? Make sure that doesn't change anything. Fuck, it does. There we go. Bullish or bearish? Right now it looks like we're pretty bullish, man. I think we're gonna push hard, but it's gonna be interesting with the fact that the government's still shut down. I took this short pre-market right here. We swept London, created a 4 minute right there, and then a 1 minute right there. I opened it on the tap back, and I closed it pretty early, man. I closed it like down here. I don't know. Like I said in my story the other day, man, my psych's kind of messed up right now. I should have held at least down to these lows. Instinctually, that's where I wanted the price to go, but I closed right here at this low. I don't know why that seemed like a good idea to me, but we're up 160 on the day so far, so we'll see how it goes. Market just opened. Let's see what it does. There's no telling, Vlad. We swept this London high right here, pre-market, and then we dipped to take up this sell side down here. So we could go lower. We got this previous London low down here, and then new week opening gap below that. So if you look at the session indicator here, you had London high, London low, and then we got new week opening gap. So we could push down to this London low and fill this new week opening gap and then go higher, but there's no telling. We're kind of just going to take what price gives us and keep it moving. Be super patient. It's Monday. No news on the schedule, I don't think. No news, no red or orange folder news today or tomorrow. So, yeah, be really patient. One at noon. You talking about news? It's not red. It's not red or orange folder though, right? Pretty sure. Yeah, we don't. No red or orange folder news. You might be on the wrong day, Emmy. There's nothing today. What's up, Caleb? How's it going, man? No, you're good. Good thing you figured that out and you weren't sitting around waiting for it. That would have sucked. What I'm looking for right now, to be honest with you, I would like to see price come down. This is the only trade that I'm going to get interested in. Price to come down to take London and to fill this new week opening gap and then potentially push higher up to all-time highs. So if we get this sweep right here and a fill of this gap with a clear sign of a reversal, I'm going to get really interested. Got to keep in mind also I got class at 11 on Mondays and Wednesdays and Fridays. So today's going to be a relatively short session, probably be off of here by 10:30, 10:45, unfortunately. Everybody have a good weekend. What did you guys do that you can talk about? Watch football, caught up on schoolwork. There you go. Stay at home, do TikTok lives. Okay. What football were you watching, Caleb? Ohio State. They play in Illinois next weekend, right? Next Saturday. Should be a good game. My pops is a Illini alum. Yeah, I think it should be a pretty good game. We'll see how it goes. I had to watch my Tar Heels get absolutely waxed by Clemson. It's rough, man. We did have Ludacris performing before the game, though. That was interesting. Out on the quad. So that was the highlight of the day. What's up, Hector? Let's go shorts. Yeah, we took one earlier. We're up 160. Should have held. Got out too early. Yeah, ES feels clean, man. It's felt clean over the past week or so. I mean, nothing wrong with what's going on with NQ, but it's not. You're not getting this kind of chop with ES. You see this chop right here? It's a little cleaner. We get some cleaner movements on ES, it feels like. Christian, what up? Tyrone, what up? Jeremiah 29:11. I know that verse. What is that verse? I know that verse. For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, saith the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end. I know what the other version of that, the King James version, is better than that. The New Living Translation, I think, is better than that. This is the King James version. For I know the plans I have for you, saith the Lord, plans to prosper. Something like that. Yeah, great verse. Then shall ye call upon me, and ye shall go and pray unto me, and I will hearken unto you. And ye shall seek me and find me, when ye shall search for me with all your heart. Amen. I'm a fan. I think this pushes down to London, to be honest. We'll see. But I think that would be my guess. We're going to push to London, fill this new week opening gap, and then potentially either chop or go higher. We'll see, though. I got to close out a position I had open somewhere else. Forgot about this. Where is it? Tasty trade. Yeah, I do. I use TradeSync. I stopped using it a while ago because I had an issue when they first started. I'm trying to close out a position here through another brokerage on a trade I had going, a long-term trade. I've had a position in NVIDIA open for the past like 6 or 7 months. Got in around 85. Whenever it took that big dip, I'm gonna close that. I'm gonna close it out today because I don't know. Just kind of have a feeling I need to get out of it. Boom. And we're out. Solid profits. I think we're going to go to equilibrium. Yeah. Like I was saying about TradeSync, I use it now. I had stopped using it for a while because I had in the middle of a trading day, I was in a position and they had a technical glitch that really screwed me. And I obviously got pretty pissed about that. And I was like, screw this. I'm not using them anymore. But it seems like they've worked all those kinks out. I've been using them now for the past month or two and haven't had any issues. So I'm happy with them. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. We'll see. Is that 6-7 still a thing? I want to get started using TradeSync myself, but I don't know how to connect accounts to it. That's pretty easy, man. You once you sign in everything, you hit connections, and then you hit the icon that has the plus symbol with the connections, and then you just sign into your account like you would into TradeAvate or TradingView. You got to you might have to go into TradeAvate and go to your settings and add-ons and allow other connections, something like that. Definitely hitting London here. I didn't know that Apex has an instant funded account. Zach, what up? A little fat, a little fit. Doing great, man. Cannot complain. How are you doing? More importantly. Robinhood crashed. That's not good. Oh, the stock price crashed. I thought you were talking about the actual platform. When I go on TraderBait, the first thing that pops up is a select trading mode. You hit simulated or simulation. Oh, both. Still working to a payout. Man, it takes a while. It is not easy. I got you, Glad. Yeah, you'll definitely get there, man, if you're that close. I'm trying to figure out. I'm having an issue with this other platform right now. It's good to be back, man. Yeah, this is ES. Yeah, it's good to be back. I've been missing being live. Feels good to be here. It's good to have you guys back. Get a sweep of London here. We might start getting interested in taking a trade. Kind of just getting a reversal in the middle of the range here. Classes are going great, man. You know, ton of work, but cannot complain. I'm enjoying it. Staying super busy. This is starting to look clean here. Let's get a sweep with a fill. Yeah, it's rewarding, man. It's you know, it'd be nice to have a little more free time and flexibility, but it's rewarding for sure. I'll mess with that later. I don't know what's up with that. Let's see a push down here through 60, 64-ish. We got orders stacked up down to 69. So down to here. We'll see if price gets sucked down that way. Very well could. Very well could. I look for, yeah, I'm watching the book map on my other screen here. What I look for before I'll get into a trade, I'm not just going to look for it to reach equilibrium. You know, what I want to see is a sweep of a key level. That's kind of, I'm not going to be comfortable jumping into a trade until I see that. So I want to see a sweep London before I'll. What trade did I take? I took this pre-market on ES. So we swept London. Didn't get a huge sweep, but we had some movement downward that made me feel like we were wanting to push lower, which clearly we were. So I entered on the touchback into this 1 minute. Stop was just above the breaker. Pretty aggressive stop, but didn't ever go into drawdown. And then I closed. I got a little bit nervous for some reason. My confidence is not great right now. I've said that. I need to quit saying it, so I quit reinforcing it. But I closed the trade right there when we started pushing back on this candle wick. I thought maybe we had finished with the move. Should have held longer. But we're up. Why are you on ES? It felt cleaner, man. You see all this consolidation that was going on here? ES felt like it was more swift movements. I don't know. It just felt more clean and concise. So I'm using Bookmap, the platform. No. I was short. This was pre-market. Pre-market right here. Short. I got out because we hit this level. I thought we had, I don't know, man. We started to push back up. I was like, we're pre-market here. I don't want to get too crazy. I should have held. It was like at 8:20 when I got into this trade or something. 8:24. Yeah. Yeah. Should have held to the swing low at least right there, but it's okay. Looking for a long setup at New Week opening gap. Exactly, yeah. I'd like to see London sweep us fill New Week, and then a clear reversal would be ideal. The book map is pretty lit up down here towards 67.70. So I would think it wants to go at least down to here. We'll see. No, not Shortstein. We were short up here. If we were going to be short, that was the area to be short from. I think we get a. I would like to see a sweep of London and then a reversal. We'll see though. This is the 2 minute right here. I bounce around though, so you'll see the different time frames. This is ES. This is NQ. ES is right here. Made 1K longs on gold. Very nice. Odds on NQ taking out London. I think we'll have to wait to see what ES does right here. I think that'll be a clear, potentially a clear indicator of what NQ is going to do. Here comes London. Tyrone, I'm not sure. Wait and see what NQ does here, or ES does here once we sweep London. It's teasing it. We're about to get just like a dart down here, I bet. Potentially, Hector. We're going to see. We want to see a clear reversal. What I want to see, new week opening gap is right here. So I kind of want to see some of this get filled at least. And then we'll see where it goes. I want to see a clear sign of a reversal before I get in on a long, though. Yeah, I'm not convinced on that sweep yet. It's not a sweep. I want to get at least a candle closure below it. This PA is awful. I don't think it's too bad, man. ES is making moves. NQ is not looking too hot. That's awful on NQ. That's why I'm over here on ES. What's up, Nora? Yeah, NQ looks like buns right now. Still orders stacked up here lower on ES, so I want to see it. I want to see it go lower here slightly, at least down to 69. You need me to stream at night and read books? I don't know about all that. All right, Zach, take it easy, man. Yeah, this isn't definitely have a little bit of a decoupling at the moment. This isn't the best price action. It's Monday, no news. I'd be real careful. Anybody trying to get in on this, you never know. We're gonna have to be really convinced of a trade here before we get back in. I'm up a little bit on the day, so I'm not gonna risk giving that back. I want to see this just really take a move down. There we go. Now to 6.9 here. Boom. Come on. Take that order. Boom. There it is. All right. Now let's see what it does. Oh, I'm glad I'm out too. But if we get a clear reversal here, might start getting interested. Wicked your stop loss and dumped. Where was your stop? And where'd you get in? $174 in NQ. Damn. You played off that gap. That sucks, dude. That's just a random wick coming up to get you. It knew that you specifically were in that trade. It wanted you. That's how it feels sometimes. Hate that for you, bro. Been there too many times to count. Hey, that's discipline, though. If you can take that L and get off, it's hard not to be like wanting to revenge trade after that. At least you knew you were seeing it clearly, man. That's just bad. Really, that's just bad luck. I don't know that you can call it anything other than that. Am I bullish? I don't know, man. We'll see. If we get a clear reversal here, then potentially What I was hoping to do is to get a reversal and target the draw, New York PM high here. Yeah, it's wonky for sure. Yeah. You don't. You don't, JW. You call it a day. Even the book map isn't like super clear. We got orders lit up lower down to basically all the way down to 62. So you would think this one wants to fill those. It's very thin above that, but for some reason it's pushing up. So on which time frame? First presented on which time frame? Yeah, NQ's just kind of chilling. 1 minute, yeah. I'm on ES, so first presented is up here, as you can see. But like I said, book map is lit up down to like 67, 62. So basically the full gap. Yeah, this is ES. I think we'll sweep this Monday low at least from last week. Wasn't that last week? That's today. I'm tripping. That's from the new week opening gap, right? How's that marked Monday low? Sunday night. I guess that's today's market. That's the way that works. Weird. I think we'll fill this gap. Yeah, there's still a bunch of orders down to 67, 62. So, appreciate the follows. Ugh. What a snooze fest. I'm about to play some music for you guys. We'll see if they flag me or not. I don't care. Let you hear what I get to hear. See how long it takes for them to flag me. Can do better than this. What do we got? Shorts? We're not doing anything at the moment, no. Yeah, very weird, choppy morning. Ishmael, what up, man? Doing great. Is that music coming through? All right. Getting a little push higher here. We did leave some liquidity down lower, though. Let's see what this does. Trading's been all right, man. I've had a little bit of a confidence issue over the past 2 weeks, but we're getting it back. We're getting it back slowly. I'm still not comfortable entering along here because we left. I'm looking at the book map. We got a lot of liquidity left behind down here. On you. It has been weird, dude. There's been all kind. It's best to just honestly just hold your horses, man, because it's tough. Just flip those 2-minute right there. It's tempting. NQ's just sitting there chopping still. No, I don't know, man. I really don't have a good idea. We do have some liquidity lower down to like the 760 area, down to here. So I'm really not sure. Let's wait and see what this does. Yeah, I would. I'm with you in terms of wanting to see new week opening gap get filled more than we did. That touch into it's not very convincing to me. This could just be a manipulation leg here. Make sure you guys are protecting your capital, because I think at any moment this could easily just turn around. I'm not too convinced of this long here. Passed alpha futures eval today. Nice, very nice, man. Congrats. Yeah, we're touching right into that one. Let's see what happens here. This is not very nice price action at all, man. This is a yes. Appreciate you sharing that, man. I want to see at least, I mean, Really, this is ugly. This is not something I'd want to get involved in. But if I was, I'd at least want to see this 1 minute flip before I'd get super interested in anything here. I don't like the fact that we left this gap so unmitigated down here. I really don't. I'd be sweating through a long here if I got into one. I still would want to see this get taken out. A lot of those orders did get yanked off the book. Now we have orders down to 70. So down to here, but we'll see. Nothing is convincing at this point. Yeah. Not ideal. Asif, I appreciate that, man. Same goes to you. Oh yeah, that was Christopher, man. Yeah, that sucks. He had his stuff broken into, dude. That was terrible. Yeah, I hope I'm sure they'll find those guys. Sucks, man. You go out and you go work so hard for stuff, and then you get people who just want to come and take it. No respect. How's that, bro? Appreciate you telling me. Is that better? Over here having a jam session. Oh, it's getting high again. There we go. Yeah, search and destroy for sure. Appreciate that, man. See, I don't like not flipping this gap here. Yeah, I'm not interested in this at this point, man. Am I doing this full time? I'm in school full time, but yeah, trade, basically. I mean, that's where my money comes from, yeah. I took a short pre-market up here. I'm going to clean this up. I'll show you. We swept that London high. Again, I got in on the retouch of this 1 minute inside of the breaker. And I got out. Man, I got out way too early. I was not confident in myself in this trade. So I got out right here, I think. Way too early. way too early. It was right here, actually. Right here, but right below that. What am I in school for? I'm studying economics. Planning to go to law school once I finish undergrad. I think trading wide during the shutdown is past. Yeah, it's not the best. Not the best right now. I think it'll end soon though. I think you'll get some. Hopefully this week. Yeah, Joseph, this is a yes. I think you only need, what is it, 3 or 4 more Democrats to join the Republicans to pass the continuing resolution, and that'll open back up. So hopefully that can happen this week at some point. You talking about like on the 5, Joseph, potentially? I'm not seeing anything that is like super clear that I would want to take. I do think we're going higher, but it's not something that I'd be willing to put money on. You know what I mean? Not with the way that it's acting. Need some cleaner movements. Look at, I mean, NQ's doing its own thing. Yeah, NQ is doing its own thing. ES still can't flip this 1 minute. There it goes. I wouldn't trust that. That is not something that I would trust. That is, I don't consider that a flip. I don't know how that counts. That's wild. I don't necessarily, Obama. I don't necessarily. I wanted to see us sweep London and fill this gap. So that's the reason I'm not in a long right now. It's because I'm not completely certain that price is ready to go higher. But overall, if you were to ask why am I looking for higher, it's because we're trading at I mean, we're trading so close to all-time highs here that I think, you know, there's nothing major that's going on that's going to cause us to go super low here. Now, if something were to happen in the news that's like terrible news, then yeah. But overall, I don't think that the market is feeling very bullish, just on a more macro level. Excuse me, bearish. On a more macro level, bearish. Yeah, it's no news Monday. That's why you're part of the reason you're getting this bull crap. We also got the shutdown going on, which I'm sure plays a role of some sort. So the whole reason I'm not in a long right here is because we did get a sweep of London and we did get a reversal, but nothing that I'm seeing that's like super clean. We got the sweep and then we got this consolidation. You know, I'm not totally convinced that this is not going to come back down and fill the new week opening gap before it makes a different move. and it very well could keep going higher. But I'm not willing to make the bet that it's, I'm already up 160 on the day. Why risk it? Yeah, Dutcher, that's smart. Play a. You got to make it. You got to do a separate window capture. So I have a separate browser open with my Trade of 8, and then I crop it. You hold the Alt button down while you're dragging the uh, the sides. You know what I mean? Like how you typically crop it. But if you hold the Alt button, it doesn't just make it the screen smaller or the image smaller. It actually literally crops it down. So you can crop it down till you get to that small little square or rectangle. I guess is what that is, not a square. Yeah, man. Yeah, hold the Alt key. That's the trick when you're in Streamlabs or OBS. You hold the Alt key and it makes it easier to. You'll see. You'll monkey around with it. You'll figure it out. I think I'm going to call it too, guys. I don't want to sit here and watch this. This is brutal. The longer I sit here, the more likely I am to get into something that I shouldn't be into. So I think I'm going to call it a day and just come back tomorrow and we'll look for something then. So I would recommend you guys doing the same, even if you haven't taken a trade today, especially if you haven't taken a trade today. But I'm going to call it. So you guys have a good one. I appreciate you guys being here. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow and throughout the rest of the week. So come back and hang out. Let's catch some trades. You guys take it easy. Yeah, you guys have a good one. Appreciate it. Love you too, man. Appreciate it.